Ugh. Oh, I don't know. Wait, I stream? Wait a minute. Streaming? Are we sure about this? Hello. Hello, hello. You know, I actually don't know if anyone's there, but kind of works out because I'm a little run down like before, but uh I don't know. I was thinking uh it'd be good to use adversity to, challenge myself. Not, everyone's always got to be healthy and on the lookout for burnout, but also consider the idea of like, you know, sure, I've worked a lot recently, and last night's stream went bad, but in my defense, good amount of that can be chalked up to the game we were playing, and not just me, if I may say. But anyway, I figured, I could throw in the towel, or I could take the time to like work on myself. Hi, Shadow Mage. I'm working on your art. I could take the time to work on myself and uh, generally kind of build up both, you know, I guess my stamina is how I'm thinking of it. I just realized I don't know. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to be eyeballing this. I'll put well, let's see. What's like a third? That's like a third, right? That's like a third of the canvas, like right around here. Let's center the group we gotta draw here. Do you think I drew? If not, would you like to? Sure, Shadow Mage. You can post it in my Discord or just message me if you want. I'm down either way. Maybe part of it is I always feel the need to be entertaining, whether or not I know anyone's here. Uh, then maybe I should just work on like marathoning skills more. You know what I mean? Like, uh, make it so that I don't just stream for short times, but I'm able to keep my energy up for hours on end. No, I refuse to be myself. I can look at this link. Oh, I did see that. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's abstract. Did you post a description in Discord? I'm sorry. It's ironic because like I worked a shorter day today, but um it is a bit. It's very good. Yeah. Big is doing his Pokemon uh region design stream right now. And I am glad. Everyone should be watching that. Honestly, he was doing great stuff. Here's the thing. Uh and I'm not about to push Pig to do anything he doesn't want. He's like Pokemon fangame and was like, "No, Pig. Wait, stop. Wait, Pig. Shut up." I think, like, I get it's heavily derived from Pokemon no matter what, but I'd love to see Pig get to do this kind of stuff on his own without having to worry about, you know, someone else's copyright and stuff. Yes. After you said bit, I did realize what it was. Much better. Anyway, so Smage has been wanting to do, for posterity's sake, Smage's been wanting to do a submarine, a barotrauma stream with a bunch of people for the longest time, and he's got a group of us getting ready to go. Uh, and he asked me to draw for his free commission. Uh, all the crewmates, all the people in that group chat, eating a picture in front of a submarine. So I'm gonna do that. This is gonna be Smage. That's gonna be me. It is. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not about to uh, make Pig do anything he doesn't want. But honestly, Pig is pretty creative. He could definitely do a good. Well, I was gonna say writing, but I do think I mean games. I think Pig is a smart person who can write a game and make it interesting. He is computer man. Shadow Mage is like, I don't know how to represent my. You all have avatars. How do I represent myself? And I was like, I always just represent you as the Black Mage from fucking FF1/FF9. I shall be taller than Shadow Mage because I'm cool like that. Shadow Mage cannot hope to compete with my Bunwee power. That's actually too small. Let me make another layer. Circles in CSP are not fantastic. I think people are starting to migrate away from CSP at least a little bit because they're like subscriptions, which I do agree. Like, you know, I get it. I don't know. It's still, I think I have at this point publicly talked about how I don't super care about the subscription thing for CSP, specifically because it just keeps me from having to worry about updates that I don't like. Like, I don't mind them saying, if you want an update now, you have to pay for it. As long as it's not like you have to always be paying constantly forever, whether or not you like or use the updates. And it's like, well, that's worse, actually. that's that's dumb. Who would ever fall for that? And then Adobe walks in the door. Adobe is like, hello. we progressively like to make our software worse. And make you pay for that. Both in a karma sense and in a monetary sense. This is gonna be me. I realized everyone Smage wants me to draw is either a magical person or an animal. But not a magical animal. None of those. Not here. I guess Smage has a type of streamer they like. That, or Smage has a type, and he finds all of our avatars incredibly attractive. In which case, sick. In which case, nice. Nice. You're cool and friendly. My place to hide. Kay has shorts. Give him some shorts. Give this bunny pirate some shorts to hide his butt. And also, Kay's got a cutlass. Because I haven't made a model sheet for the pirate yet. But I was like, he's got a big old cutlass. Love a cutlass. And it's sticking out back there. But yeah. Oh, long days. Ironically, I worked less hours today. But part of the problem was that they made me take my break basically immediately. So, like, I woke up early, went to work, didn't work for 2 hours, and then worked for like 4 hours straight. What you know? I've done worse, but still. I was actually, because I was thinking about this in work. Like, I've done worse, for sure. But, man, there were... I'm just gonna be honest, there were some dumb people at work today. There were some people there, I think, to test me. I think some kind of divine test. If a greater power exists, they did that. They designed today's crowd just to test me. Specifically. There, that'll be me. Let's put Mr. Pig. That's the thing, you know. Mr. Pig will be over here. And Mr. Pig's slightly shorter than me. Because Mr. Pig is in between me and Smage. Because while Smage is tiny as magician and I tall as rabbit, Pig is decent size, but he's chubby as a pig. As an incredibly fancy pig. He's gonna have a cane. A. For up. Never forget Japanese Sir Skit. From Pokeanime. The Panime. The Panime for pansexuals. Pansexuals when they see a cooking implement. That's one fine piece of cooking ware. This is why. This is why my streams are not popular. Amazing cookware. Hop, 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 hop. What was I thinking of? Oh, yeah. We got it. #1 victory royale. Is that stream friendly? It's been brought to recent memory. Because friends be memeing. My friends are memeing on Fortnite. But like, probably not, because it's inherently a parody of a typical I don't want to say top 40. Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't know stuff about American Boy. I forgot who the lady's name is. She voiced Garnet on Steven Universe. Estelle. I didn't want to say Adele. I knew that was wrong. I do like some of her music. But I completely forgot. And Chen. I gotta add sailorly elements to a lot of these people. I feel like Smage is okay because it's just a wizard, and I'm inherently sailory, and Pig is very gentlemanly, so I can leave that. But like Chen, Anita, Q, and Ludlime gotta have some. I'm gonna sailor him up a bit. Sailor him around. I feel like Chen is always playing with the idea of making his corgi VTuber just slightly more attractive all the time. Just edging it closer, edging it closer to the category all the time. Now, you know what? Respect. He can live in the best of both worlds. Luddle. Luddle. Up. Up. Why do we fall down, Master Bro? I was thinking about that after last night's stream, which is mostly a string of like there were a lot of cool people there. Towards the end, though, more people left, which fair enough. It did crash. Oswald did crash my stream, but anyway, I don't know. It's weird because I'm always like I don't care about numbers, but I do talk about them a lot. I wonder if people are like Cahill so cares. It's like I don't know. I'm interested, and I think about things, but I feel like there's a difference between that and being like, it's everything. You ever get like, I don't know. I never know. Noodle Lime is. Are they not? I thought they were. Well, that might be someone else. Who's the other person? Let me check this. 6 members. Oh, it's Max. Okay. Yeah, I can do Max. That still fits the same description. Because Max is also a magic person. So, they're fine. They fit the same category. Works out. Works out about the same. I feel like the problem I tend to have, and why I end up not doing like streams when I'm incredibly tired, is because and I was about to describe this, but like my head gets like light. It's I'm basically trying like because like I'm not trying to worry anyone to be like, Kale, that doesn't sound right. I'm trying to describe what being tired is like. I know it's not anything serious. It's just being tired. But it's interesting to analyze it while I'm streaming because it's what ends up stopping me from doing longer streams is I get tired and like my head gets empty and I don't know. I compare it to lightheadedness because like there's the passive emptiness where it's like no thoughts. No thoughts, just doing whatever it is the subject of the stream is, drawing or playing game. And then like waves of tiredness come upon me where I'm just sketching out my own character. I'm sorry. I should make some cartoons with K. Honestly, let me draw his ship. I mean, I should just call his ship the Rabbit's Foot. Little, maybe like a little brigantine, little schooner. Anyway, but like waves of tiredness or whatever, where it feels like I'm just gonna fall asleep at the computer. Like, I go from not having any thoughts to just near waking unconsciousness. Where is... Let's pull up Max's Twitter. I'm sure they have an image of their VNP, PNG, TMC, ABC. You know, their cartoony character. I'm trying to see. Was Max... Maybe Max doesn't have... Max might have a Twitter. Let's look up Max was taken. Actually, I've seen a lot of... I see a lot... okay, Max 2 was taken. I've typed the completely wrong... There it is. Much better. They have their skeleton, but I mean, it's a stream thing. So I prefer to use their PNG tuber. Just outright. Man, oh, very, a very, not recent, but one of the recenter tweets from Max is promoting my stuff. D&D tuber. Hello, Cole. Cole, can I just say that I'll just put Max behind Pig, because fucking they're both dapper people. Cole, thanks for supporting me. Just in a general sense. Sometimes I ain't doing my A+ material, but you know what? Dang it if some folks don't still come out. I appreciate them for it. And I want to say, same to Shadow Mage. I feel like Shadow Mage is a case where it's like it can be easy to forget. You were always there, my guiding moonlight. I just vibe here. Okay, so wait, so let me get this straight, Cole. You don't support me at all. You just kind of hang out here. Good to know. No, Cole supports me. Vibing here is supporting me, whether you think of it that way or not. You know, I was gonna say Max, like, because I was all like, I need to sailor him up. But honestly, when you put it next to Pig, Max works. Like the two gentlemanly characters aboard the vessel. Hello, Val J. Lee. I'm just gonna say J. Lee. Is that Sans Undertale? Is that famous character? Or from the hit series Undertale? Of which there's the game Undertale and Undertale 2. Soon to be Undertale 3. Greetings. As we just chill. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how many. I'm sure most customer service jobs have this very similar thread, but man, working in lines at an amusement park will really make you realize people, at the very least as a crowd, are some of the least smart things in the world. I think the only thing that make people smarter than the likes of, I don't know, some horses, are the fact that we're able to communicate with them. If we could communicate with fucking, I will never hide Shadow Mage. I'm a brave pirate. If we could communicate with horses, then it's been oh my lord. I've been live for only 30 minutes. I could have sworn it's been an hour. I'm gonna die here. Anyway, if we could communicate and talk to horses, like, we, not to be horse girl here, but I'd argue we wouldn't like horses better per se, but we would realize humans aren't that smart. If any other animals had figured out communicating complex ideas, we're screwed. Scan your first item. No, don't leave. Well, Cole, I don't know if you're a human. If you're responding to the idea that I would like horses more, A, I don't think that. I don't know anything. I don't know much about horses. And B, I don't know you're not a horse. Anyone in my chat could be a horse at any time. Just remember that. Anyone here could be a horse. Anyway, I'll probably still like, I might give Chen like a... You know what I'll do? Oh no. Pig! Pig! Pig, it's like 7:20, my guy. What are you doing here? Did you get through your... I'm hoping you got through your PowerPoint, is the answer. Anyone here can be a whore. That's completely valid. Hello, Yui. Hi, guys. We're drawing the potential crew of a submarine, which includes short... You know what? Valid. Understandable. It's not like I don't do that. Which includes Mr. Pig, Shadow Mage, myself, Chinology, Max was taken, and who was the last one? Anita. Anita Q. So, I'm gonna sailor up Chen and Anita, but honestly, I like leaving Max and Pig as gentlemanly figures. Wait, Pig, leave. This was a beat. No, no, no! Please don't leave. I need the fewer numbers. Oh, I feel I do feel a little bad because like I'm just doing an art stream. And Pig has built up these numbers because he worked very hard on his Pokemon stream. So, I still need to do part 2 of mine. Too late, I left. No! I miss Pig. I miss Pig every day, guys. And I miss Pig every day, guys. Where's a picture of Anita Q? I need a QT. There's a picture. Wait, wasn't Anita literally doing a pirate thing not too long ago? I'll draw something like that. He was shirtless in it. It had stickies on. But you know what? Sup, Stitch. Oh! Is that like a hamster Kirby? Wow. Wow. Nice. Jump off from. That was Snake. That Max? I see it is Max. I like Max. Max is great. Max is great. And you know, you never really know someone on the internet until you, like, I've talked before about how I detest people being like, you don't know the people on the internet. You know a vision of them. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. I know less stuff about people I've known for years in the meat space than I do about people in online. Shut the fuck up. I know my friends online. But anyway, you don't really know... I will say you don't know them until you get into, like, a call with them. I don't know if you're a whore. But here's the thing, Cole. I haven't been in a call. Name 10 things about you, Shadow Mage. Okay, let's see. Shadow Mage, you play Guild Wars 2. You live on the East Coast. You had long hair, but you just cut it off to donate it to charity. You wore glasses. You look like a cowboy. Did I say the Guild War? You like Guild Wars 2? What's the other mining game you like? Nay, I've set myself. Name one thing about me. You like the color green, Pig. But I'll say you don't know people super well until you can get into like a call with them, because before you like call and like hang out with someone in a way that like, if you're going through text, no matter what they're saying is being filtered in your mind, because your mind has to interpret what they're writing. You know, they don't get to put like heavy inflection or whatever on it. They write it down, you read it, and you interpret it in a certain way. Give me like 10 compliments. I'm about to shit myself in fear. No, I was stating facts. And it is a fact that you're a cool dude, Shadow Mage, but I wasn't gonna compliment you. I was naming facts. You have a mustache. Which, by the way, I'm okay. So, hey, Shadow Mage, tell me if this is cool. So you were like, okay, make sure the black mage has big heavy glasses. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. but consider also a Yosemite Sam mustache. Consider Yosemite Sam. Everyone here, shut up. Consider Yosemite Sam. I'm Yosemite Sam, the roughest, toughest, hoopest, poopest. Love a Yosemite Sam. Wait. Okay, I feel like everyone would assume Yosemite Sam would be racist, but has he been in any of the racist Looney Tunes? Because, like, if not, maybe he's one of the few Looney Tunes that isn't. What's up, you? Don't worry about what I was talking about. Well, wait, actually, after Yui tells me something, fucking, but pronounced like Semite, Yosemite. I don't, Pig. I don't know what that word. Like, I'm assuming it's Semite, but you said pronounced and you wrote it's written, and I get it. People do that all the time, but still, written word pronounced like written word. English sucks. I think English should just become completely phonetic. Like, it doesn't matter how you spell things anymore. As long as when you say it out loud, like, as long as we get what the sounds look like written down, as long as you spell it so that people say it out loud the correct way, then it's good. Not Semite, Semite. Anyway, y'all want to know an animation Oh my lord, we can't do this! Anyway, Pig, thank you for the raid again. It really helps. I appreciate it. I did not want to overlap with your stream, but at the same time, I stream less consistently than you. So if I can stream on one of my scheduled days, I probably should. But anyway, would y'all like to know about a dark animation secret? This isn't even a bit, like, legitimately. Do you want to know one of the dark animation secrets? This is some heavy stuff. I had to be in year 2 of animation college before they told me this. So, go on. So, do not go looking these up, because I will not be responsible for the content you find. I might have talked about this before. But there are a series. I have it up right now. Yep. Wait. Well, hear me out. So there is a group of cartoons known as the Censored 11, produced by Warner Brothers. And the Censored 11 are 11 horribly, horribly racist cartoons from the Looney Tunes and Merry Melody series that were so bad that as time progressed, they have been banned from reproduction and rebroadcast. Just in not like in the sense of not just putting them on like a TV channel, just like anywhere. And yeah, so they are 11 cartoons so insensitive and so bad. Warner Brothers has long since thrown them in a vault and thrown away the key. I saw one in animation college. It was very bad. That's the fun thing. I legitimately, can I pass this? Maybe I've also said this before. If you go to film, like school for film of any kind, I need you to be ready to experience two things. Is someone in Discord with me? No? Okay. I thought I heard someone. I was scared. I need you to be ready for two things. One is abstract films that make no sense and are pretty disgusting. The other is racism. That's what they will show you. That was my experience. I don't think it was that unique. I think a good amount of people who've gone to college for kinds of film have experienced something similar. And with that in mind, just be ready for that. Like, if you want the film degree, fine, but... And every now and then you'll watch something that, like, you know about, you know? Like, a film you've just heard of, maybe seen. But that's never a guarantee. Some of them will be good. I saw some films I enjoyed, and I saw, what's it called? Oh, it was a German film. It wasn't even like, and I say that, and you're like, oh, European, you mean black and white and moody? It was the literal opposite of that. It was wacky and cartoonish and colorful. Run Lola Run, or Go Lola Go. It had different names because translation is fun. You don't need to. You can just call. I was thinking about this the other day. Why are there different names for different countries? Like, why do we have different names for different countries and different languages? That's dumb. It's the name of the place. Just call it what the people that living there call it. There's probably a bad reason why we named them different things, but I'm sketching out Anita, and he looks like freaking an Amori character. Oh well. I wonder if he would take that as a compliment or a curse. What bit this was a part of? I do not. I can't even tell what game is in the background. And Shadow Mage, that is outdated Cahill imagery. You will be needing to dispose of that in a proper furnace. Okay, so to answer Mav's question, we are drawing a crew for a submarine game, Barotrauma specifically. And it's people Shadow Mage want to sail with and have assembled. And of the crew, there's Shadow Mage, who doesn't have like a character, so I drew a black mage with glasses and a mustache. There's me, there's Chinology 345, there's Mr. Pig, there's Max 2 was taken, and there's Anita Q. All of these are streamers of varying sizes. Honestly, I kind of want to discuss average numbers with people more. Because I imagine to some people, their streams seem small, but I'm sure there's people I know who they'd be surprised of like how big of a streamer I think they are. And you know what? They've earned it because they work hard. And they do get lots of people in their chat. Don Hertzfeld. I've heard that name. I don't know who the fuck that is. Give me a second. Oh my... I'm trying to charge my phone and it keeps... by plugging it into the computer. Hertzfeld. American animator. What has he done? Oh! 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 This guy. He did Rejected. I watched Rejected, and I watched that before college, but yeah. No, he's good. I don't know about like his more super recent stuff. I know he's definitely kept doing different stuff. But my spoon is too big. My spoon is too big. Very good. Classic. Classic! Yeah, no. I didn't know who that was when you told me. Now I've looked it up. And yeah, no, I know him. Seen some of his stuff. It's fun. I talked about this not too long ago, and I don't want this. Well, you gotta stream first, Stitch. You did a damn. That's cool. I'm glad he gets to do Simpsons. Uh, I don't want this to be confused with me talking about cancel culture. No, not in the slightest. Uh, but I do want to talk about like me wanting to talk about like an artist, and someone's like, "Well, did you know?" And it's like, "No, I didn't know that horrible fact about them." Or I did, and I'm not discussing that right now. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, I've seen Don Hertzfeld stuff, and it's like, and I can just make the statement, yeah, I like his stuff, only for someone to come along and it's like, well, in 2009, he spit on a baby, and it's like, well, why the fuck did he do that? Oh, that is holy. My anus is bleeding. No, Stitch. So yeah. I totally get it, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know these people. Personally, professionally, sexually. I don't know any of them. I might have seen one piece of work I liked with their name slapped on. And I said, that's good. I like them. Only to find out later they suck as a human. But you know what? That's part of learning. It's part of learning and growing up. But the internet keeps things forever. So, yeah. Well, listen, Jaylee, there's a couple ways you can know people. Emotionally, physically, sexually. I know so many people sexually. That's actually, I think you mean biblically. That is true. Well, I was about to comment because like they made us read the Scarlet Letter and the Crucible in high school, and the Scarlet Letter sucks such fuck. But man, does Crucible rule. The Salem witch hunts and what have you, like a murder mystery, a fight for survival, very interesting. Love this. Scarlet Letter sucks, but then I learned from Crucible. It's like when people used to say I know them, it meant they were boning on the side. And it's like, oh. 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 I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out. So, seeing as it's a, you know what? Let's do. I don't want to. I like to know Cahill intimately. Say sensually, but sexually. I'll say sexually whenever I feel like it, including when things are sexual. Also, I didn't run this by Shadow Mage. Shadow Mage, how would you feel if I made this like a sepia tone, like filter? I mean, not filter, but like color-wise and everything. Like I do the line art, but then the color is like an old-timey photograph of us in front of the submarine. I know the game is sci-fi, but shut up, it's sepia tone. They have sepia tone in space. I can also give you an alt version if you want. It's up to you. If you don't know, Shadow Mage won this commission because I did a donation goal, and part of it was a commission raffle. I did two. Shadow Mage won one of them. And, I just do commissions in general. I do commissions so cheap. Please hire me. I am the corner prostitute of the art world. It's 3 for a... It's 30 for a sketch and 40 if you want to put it in my butt. I'm a shapeshifter. At Pose Masquerade. Hiding both face and mind. The power... With the power of Stitch's stand. A Hawaiian roller coaster ride. When the Bible says one person knew another, it meant they were fucking. Exactly. And that's what the pilgrims used to say. Oh, the pilgrims. What a bunch of jerks. Squidward's such a jerk. I'm gonna be doing like the very top layer of this submarine, which has a fin, a porthole, and an observation room at my request. Max is probably like, I mean, not Max. Schmage is probably like, don't tell Pig about the observation room. We were gonna tell Pig about the observation room anyway. Don't get your smages in a twist. Hawaiian roller coaster, I likey I loki. I don't speak Hawaiian or Afrikaans, so I can't sing Hawaiian roller coaster ride or Circle of Life. He just should he should know about it. He just shouldn't go. Exactly. I love, if y'all don't know, my favorite book is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. That is my favorite book of all time. I'd love to make a proper animated adaptation one day. And the more and I've always thought, if the world ends, underwater is probably an incredibly safe place to be. And the more I've learned about like space and places there might be life, I hold true to that. It's like, Cahill, what do you think a good place to live in would be? I'd be like, in a mostly aquatic world in a submarine. I do want Nier on Switch. Ah, wiki my lohi lohi. Man. So first off, I've been thinking a lot about pirates. I've been in a pirate mood. Like, I feel like I'm at the life right now where I'm not really getting new, like, super interest, any new hyper fixations. I just circle back to the old ones. And that's okay. Especially when the old ones are broad enough that I can, like, add stuff onto them. Like One Piece. And the reason I'm talking about this is, I definitely love, like, different islands and different island culture. Not to lump them in together, of course, but you can say that the similar environment of being on a small spit of land in a vast ocean has created many different cultures for that, work in many different ways. But regardless, but like, obviously, if people like me, Mr. Bumfuck from New Jersey, keep moving to an island, which is not the largest thing in the world, then people who are from that island are going to have trouble for multiple reasons. This was covered. I went on a cruise not too long ago, and one of the guys who was from Bermuda, which is where we went, was like, Bermuda is beautiful. Don't fucking move here. We need to live here. You go live back in your homes. We live in Bermuda. And I agree with that. I don't want to live on the islands. I want to live on a ship and visit islands. I'm actually fine living in New Jersey. So, there's a PSA from me to you. If you're like, maybe I should consider moving to that island. No. Consider, no. I wiki wiki my Loki Loki. I mean, listen. I'm sure if people uh who are born and native to a certain island want people to move there, they will let it be known. They'll be like, hey, we would like you to come to our island and stay here. Which, I mean, granted, they can probably think of a better sales pitch than that. But still. Like, real estate, everyone says always invest in real estate, and it's because everyone always needs land. And no one needs land more than people living on some islands. Who have more sea than land. Work remote and moving to places like pushing out local. Yeah, exactly. Don't push people out. Just go to a place that you can go different you can like a place and make a point to go there more often without moving there. You don't have to like buy someone else's house and junk. This city I like is now going to be my entire personality. It's like, no. Get out of here. I've definitely considered moving to different, like, countries before. But, honestly, if I made that a serious, like, thing I wanted to do, I'd be doing lots of research first. On what it's like living there. If people are going to be okay with me moving there. That's not even necessarily a polite thing. Having the people around you liking you being there can be a major factor on the quality of living in a place. One more reasonable step. Where you get too far. Absolutely. A more reasonable stash. Oh. Oh. You may not, Shadow Mage. I know I'm drawing you for yourself, but no. I'm going to make your stash in glasses as big as I want them to. And as big as I want them to means the exact size that you are comfortable with and have requested. Deja knows I do that. I'll say, no, I will not. I will not acquiesce to your request. Splendida. While actively doing whatever someone has asked me to do. And, like, they like it. At least I assume they do, but the thing I'm about to say is going to throw that into question. Because they sent me a fucking TikTok. And it was someone... it was someone talking about people who do that, and they're like, your parents don't love you. Like... It wasn't that harsh. Like, for real, obviously. And Deja didn't mean it, obviously. Now he looks like Master Roshi. Well, Master Roshi's glasses are bigger. Smage, can you cosplay Master Roshi for me? Just save your head. Completely this time. Not a little. Because I'm not bald. Well, you can fix that. Anyway. Let me know if these glasses and or this mustache is good. I have problems, but a bitch ain't one. That was me legitimately talking about my problems. I turned it into a... See, that's what humor is. Ask any comedian. I don't know anything about comedy. I did stand-up comedy once, and I do not want... I like stand-up comedy, and I like thinking about stand-up comedy. I despise doing stand-up comedy. I would never. I did it once. It was fun. I'm not going to do it again. The fact it went well once is more than I could ever ask for. People liked about it, and they talked to me about it afterwards, and were like, "You were so good." It's like, thanks, never again. Never again will I do the thing that I did in front of you. Stream doesn't count. Stream is like, I always think of streaming as like being in on the SNL like writers room, even though most people don't like SNL anymore. But hear me out, because like it's not necessarily you doing jokes and junk all the time. It is instead you just talking, and every now and then you and or someone else, or you and someone else in conjunction, come up with a joke, and everyone laughs at it real good. And it's like, okay, we'll remember that part for later. When I think about this stream for later, I'll remember the part where you made me laugh really hard. Not the part where we talked about like McDonald's for 5 minutes. Good to me. No problem. Thank you. Thank you for having such a drawable visage. Now to... And... Shadow. No. I want that to look better, but honestly, the mustache and stuff, I think the glasses by itself might look fine, but a deep blue, yeah, I think so. I was thinking the same thing. A deeper, darker, cool color, not total black. Even though I do love drawing in mostly blacks. I know when it's not right. At least I try to. I haven't read... I need to read more of Hellboy. I've only read, like, the very first volume. But that being said, Mike Mignola is basically the master of the art I wanna just work in entirely. So I'd really like to maybe... I don't know. I want to say learn from him. Where did the rest of my pens go? Oh, texture. There we go. Much better. This is what... My mustache basically does this. This is being drawn in blue because Shadow Mage. And also because those are sketches. In case you don't know, you sketch in blue because, like... You sketch in, like, a light blue. Because, like... I do this in the physical space, too. The meat space. You sketch in light blue because that won't be picked up by, like, a camera or a scanner. And then you draw in black because that will pop out. Like, light blue can almost fade into the background, while the black line on top of it will be much more prominent. Much more what everyone notices. Shadows aren't blue. Shadows are edgy. Oh, wait a minute. Have I talked about this on stream at all? Maybe I should just do this in maybe this should be the first game of 2023. I honestly... Okay. I mean, first off, I was thinking about maybe just doing a full Sonic 06 playthrough, but not with my physical disc, which I think might be impossible, but instead using Project 06. The fan... okay, never mind. I'll stop talking now. Cole! No, my... Thanks, Jaylee, for following me. That means a lot. Gosh, golly dang. Shrink the goatee. It looks a bit weird to me that wide. Shadow Mage, just Except the fact that you have a chode goatee. A chode tee. When I was already following you. No, you weren't. That was a crime that could not be forgiven. The punishment is death. In New York, a special group handles the most heinous crimes. These are their stories. This does look more cowboy-y. Where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter. At Pose Masquerade. There you go. Venus. Ah, yes. The Venus. Anyway. So, yeah. So, first off, I was considering, maybe if people were interested in it, maybe we could do a Project 06 stream at some point in the future, where I do a mega stream to catch up and surpass where I was at in the original Sonic 06 stream, and then continue from there. But also, I was far more interested in playing Shadow the Hedgehog. Not like modded or remade or anything. I was just thinking I should buy a disc of Shadow the Hedgehog and just play it on stream. I should probably play Sonic Adventure 2 first. In general, and on stream. But still, consider Shadow. Consider the shadowing. And I guess Sonic here. Man, you know, I usually shit on Sonic games for not having any solid narrative. But Sonic Adventure to Sonic Heroes to Shadow the Hedgehog does kind of have a narrative going. At least for Shadow. If no one else. Metal Sonic shows up at one point. That's not really anything. That becomes kind of nothing. Guys, remember when Metal Sonic showed up in a 3D game? No, not Sonic Boom. That did occur to me. So, because I talked about that, like how it's like, is Boom worse than 06? The world may never know. I think they're bad in different ways. Because after playing a real copy of 06, it's so clear that the game just doesn't work. Get introduced. Metal Shadow. I mean, if you read the Archie comics, there's a whole Mega Man team up. Archie Mega Man is so good. And Sonic Archie is... I mean, it can be good, but... it's also weird as fuck. Which is putting in... but it's no use! I wonder how they reworked that fight in Project 06. I do want to check that out now. But regardless... what was I thinking of? But yeah. 06 just doesn't work, which might make it just the worst game, period. But from watching Rena play Boom not too long ago, which apparently was patched once and never again, that Boom is just boring, kind of. Like, without the Knuckles glitch, Boom isn't actually, it works, I guess, but it's not, interesting or funny. It's more so just boring and not good to play. Played Sonic Boom at lunch. Well, then, please tell me you experienced the Knuckles glitch at least, Cole. Because knowing they patched out what could maybe be the only fun thing you could possibly do in that game, depresses me so much. Like, did Big Red Button not realize? Were they like, oh, we have to fix it, not realizing it was the only thing people liked in the game they had created? And I know that Big Red Button was trying to create a better Sonic game, which then they had to scrap because it had to be put on the Wii U, which might be, Sonic Team and Sega have made some bad calls, and people have made some bad calls, in general in the history of games. But scrapping what might have been a good Sonic game idea to put one on the Wii U might be one of the worst. Whoever got the final say on that and decided, yeah, for sure, they, I mean, they should be mocked publicly. They should be fired from Sega, and then they should be mocked publicly. Like, are you like real? I know maybe the Wii U seemed promising at first, and hindsight is 2020. But I don't think the Wii U at any point ever seemed so promising that you should, like, that you should have scrapped an entire other game for it. You do, like, and also, like, the reason they did that is because they had a deal with Nintendo to put a couple Sonic games on Nintendo exclusives. But at the same time, they, like, if you're gonna have to make a game from scratch, just make a different one. Just do another one. Like, you're already putting no effort into it. Just make a different Sonic game. Don't ruin the one that might be good now. You know what Miyamoto's... Not Miyamoto... Yeah, you know what Miyamoto says? A bad game can be bad now, but a good game can also be good now if you don't literally throw it in the garbage. He says that a lot. we think Miyamoto might have some problems. Oh my goodness! It was a little chilly. Actually, I wore an undershirt today. I ended up removing on my break because I thought it was going to be chillier, but honestly, it was pretty warm. Like with the sun out and everything, it was not chilly enough to be wearing some layered clothing. Hot. I can't. Maybe it's just. Maybe I should just do an OnlyFans. Maybe I should take the advice that artists should do porn in a more literal sense and just be an artist who does porn. Maybe that's what I've been lacking. Not doing porn in my life. Maybe this can finally be the thing I can be good at. Since art's kind of a delayed game can be good later, but a rush in release game is bad forever or something. That is what he says, Jay Lee. I was doing what they call a funny. I was doing a ha-ha and saying the wrong thing. I like how I was getting sassy with Jay Lee as if my joke was funny in the slightest. Hello there, really sensitive guy. Joy! Kitten! Welcome to chat. We're drawing stuff today. I hope you... She says, brrr. One funny, please. Okay. So a chicken walks into a lemonade stand, and he says to the duck running the stand, hey, that airplane food, huh? Waka waka. Anyway. Really sensitive guy. I hope you're not particularly sensitive to, like, cussing and weird things. Walked into the stand? Yeah. That's part of the funny. He said, ow. But I didn't get to that part because I was telling the joke quickly. That was a funny joke, wasn't it? Funny guy. You wanna know how I got these scars? You wanna know how I got these scars? Oh, that the chicken make when it ran into the two walls. Peacock. Peacock. My favorite part about the Muppets is that one of them is married to a literal chicken. Isn't it Gonzo? I do like him. I'm just blanking on Muppet names at the minute. In a fit. Oh, okay. You know what? Fair enough. Well, I'll say one thing. I'm probably not coming to your house, so you're good. Scientists have done the math. There's there is a 99.999 repeating chance that Cahill isn't in your house. But that last point, however many, 1%. Oh boy. He's eating all your goldfish. I have a fever, and the only cure is goldfish. Not the pets, the snack food. It's an unfortunate overlap, and I have gotten it mixed up on more than one occasion. So don't take the chance, but I will do my best not to eat your pet goldfish. But I make no promises. Goldfish crackers are sad. I saw there was a video on YouTube talking about the old commercials. You know, the one with like Gil and a bunch of other like named goldfish that lived under a bed. That seems sad. Like they were talking about the weird lore those commercials built up. And I do kind of agree. Because, like, they live under the bed, but the bag of goldfish is still their home. And also, they did get trapped in a vacuum cleaner at one point, which they did not enjoy. And, like, I wondered, just, like, do they know they were meant to be consumed? Undulation or agitation. Damn. That's a lot. But I hope you're doing well. That like, you know, like no nothing. That is my legitimate only response to that is I hope you're doing well. That's something I think about a lot. No, you good. See, okay. Cuz let me clear the air about something real quick. The explanation for that was better but also less necessary than one person I saw show up in another person's chat named like really offensive person. Like I saw them show up somewhere and follow, so like they got the alert to notify them that really offensive guy was in their chat, and like if I had gotten that during my stream, I'd be like, Well, I think I have to keep an eye out now. No, we are not inquiring further, especially if it's real. Now I put the kibosh on this. I think we got it. That was more than enough explanation for me. Other thing, no. I do very much like hearing where some people get their usernames from. Just because it's different for everyone. Some people have no story. They're just like, I like the way that sounds. But some people, like, it starts out that way, only for it to be like, and then it evolved, and then it evolved, and then it evolved. And that's always cool to hear. But yeah. Oh my goodness. It is. We've only been See, this is what I'm talking about. I was like at 20 minutes, I was like, we've only been streaming for 20 minutes. I thought it was an hour. I thought we were well past 2 hours at this point. Like, I thought we were getting to the point where it's like, oh, okay. We're really getting to that real stream length now. Only to look up, it's been an hour. A singular. I'm going insane. Is there a word? Mine is my name plus two of my characters, which are Blue Jay and Lion. I see. Lee. My character is Alex. I do a webcomic. It's called The Man Who Can't Do Anything. Throw it up on the screen. I don't have an editor. It's on Patreon for $1. You can also go onto my Twitter and see some pages. It's not you, Cole. It is my physical human body which fails me constantly. If you like sci-fi, if you like comics and sci-fi and cosmic horror, go check that out. I'm working hard on it, and and hey, a page was just published today that I'm really proud of. Your flesh tuber, my flesh, exactly. The flesh is weak. I'm not even afraid to talk. Like, my flesh is weak. I need a steel chrome bot. I talked about this. I talked about the idea before of like not wanting to be like like someone in a robot body, because the idea that I will be around, like, I'm not immortal entirely, but I am immortal enough that some real bad things can happen, and I will be present and aware for all of it. I don't like that at all. And we talked about this before, and people were, and I brought up the idea of like the sun expanding while I'm still on Earth as a robot person, and someone was like, "You don't think humans will have space travel by then?" It's like, no, I don't. I have no faith in people to do that. I'm not like, if they make the technology for me to be a robot, cool. I'm not gonna assume they're gonna keep doing cool stuff. That's not always how it works. It's better to assume they won't, so then I'm prepared for when I'm a robot person floating in space. Uh, Being tired is not a great time to figure out, like, how do you draw a cutlass? How do you draw a cutlass hilt? A cartoony cutlass hilt at a super specific angle. Yeah, it's cartoony, but I still want it to look good. Oh, gee. That's what. Yeah, I know what it's like to float endlessly in space, not able to move, but totally aware of your surroundings. For sure, my man. That just made me think about when we talked about like the mega structure, the idea of making like something that could permanently house humanity past the end of the universe, which again is just Galactus's backstory. Galactus, the Marvel World Eater, is the survivor of the previous incarnation of the universe in which Marvel takes place in, and in exchange for being able to live the way he does, he has to consume the energy of an entire planet every now and again. That's Galactus for you. I was thinking about Jack Kirby today. Jack Kirby's one of my favorite artists, uh, comic artists. Definitely one of my favorite classic comic artists, and he really did have some. I always see like weird overlap between him and Araki of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I think one of it is how idiosyncratic they are. Like Jack Kirby, when he left Marvel to go to DC, I mean, he did this in Marvel too a bit, but in DC kind of let him run buck wild because he was like, "I'm done with Marvel," and they're like, "We'll let you do whatever if you just let us make money off it." And you're like, "Okay." So he made the New Gods, and like those guys are wacky. Those are some weird dudes, the New Gods, and Darkseid. Darkseid's one of them. I kind of feel like, I mean, since uh the Fantastic Four still aren't much of a mainstream thing without having a proper MCU or good or largely like well received movie adaptation. Darkseid being the big bad of uh, Jack Kirby is still kind of makes him kind of his biggest work. I like comics. Did you know that? Did you guys know Did you know? I can't. You are. I was about to say something, but out of context. Me and my friend Ian Vegenta was on last night's stream, which didn't go well, but heck, I was fun. It was. I like hanging out with Vegenta, so whatever. But anyway, we watched a show with drag queens, and they talk about different subjects, and one of them was just the subject of being gay. And during it, one of them just turns to the other and be like, "You are the gayest, most flamboyant, most thoroughly homosexual person I know." And they're like, "Did you know?" It's a gaff. It's a fun. They're friends having fun with each other. Oh, well. Nope, not like that. There we go. That's much better. That can be a belt. I was drawing a belt. What are comics? Slideshow pirating. You wouldn't download a car, but I would. I would download a car. You're assuming you know things about me. Pirating warning on a DVD. When in reality, you don't. I don't I don't take from people in real life because it'll make them sad. Like, you know, in the immediate... Jack Kirby did amazing... He did not. Cole, I don't mean to be like all up on ya immediately, but Jack Kirby did not do Spider-Man. That was Steve Ditko, the cover. Did he? Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. That does make sense. Because I don't really like Ditko's art, so... And the cover is better. Okay. I feel like if you had said the cover, I'd been like, oh, I gotcha. Cover is like, I mean, yeah. Well, it's like, you know, Detective Comics or Action Comics. It's the first. It is literally the visual first appearance of a now multi-million-dollar household name character. The thing every like story analysis person is like, the modern Greek myth, and it's like, I don't know about that. Comics are cool. They're not Greek myths necessarily. For a couple reasons. That being said, you want to know something that is actually cool? Marvel Comics is one of the longest ongoing story. Well, actually, I think it's said to be the longest ongoing story of all time. Like the collective Marvel universe, the 616, is like one of the as one thing, it is like the biggest work of fiction ever. I'm iconic. That you are, Jaylee. Up top. Me and Jaylee just high-fived. I think, like, I don't know. I don't want to say Marvel is, because I feel like people inherently get the idea of the MCU. But I do feel like you could say that for, like, Marvel. The real problem with DC, like, lumping in DC with Marvel as like the modern Greek legend or something like that, etc., is that DC continuity is a mess. DC comic continuity is non-existent. They make good individual comics. Don't zoom out. You won't like what you find. DC can't keep a score, like a cohesive world going for all of 5 minutes. They are currently, I mean, they've taken to giving them standardized names. They're crises, and they're in the middle of one right now. They're in the middle of the dark crisis. That's what they're calling it. There's been like multiple. Well, I have been alive and reading comics, which is not that long of a time in the grand scheme of things. So, I'm sorry, DC. I don't mean to. Like, this isn't a DC versus Marvel thing. But it's really hard to compare their comics on that big of a scale when Marvel has managed to keep a very good continuity of it all, and DC has thrown that out the window. I do think one of the cooler things is, like, it wasn't all planned out from the start, but as it became more of what it was, like, Marvel decided to start tying older things into it, like, specifically the Human Torch, Namor, and Captain America. Colloquially known as the Invaders. Because they were frontline World War II soldiers. But the Invaders is one hell of a name. Not the like the people are like, yay, the Avengers. I don't think a lot of people are gonna be like, yay, the Invader. I don't think even if you're in the country they're from, actively calling them the Invader. Torching out are the same person. No. Yeah. More than anything else, Kevin Feige runs the MCU, right? More than anything else, the thing I want to get on his back about is, like, in Multiverse of Madness, they call the MCU Universe 616. And that's weak. First off, it's not. First off, it's not. Second off, it's not. For the past, like, decade, it's been labeled Universe 199999. So, there's that. Have a bit of, like, commitment. You know? It's enough that you're already pumping these out way too often. But at least get into it, my man. You know, at least do the thing. They're both Chris Evans. No. Chris Evans is both them. Just because two people are Chris Evans doesn't mean that they're the same person. It just means that they're Chris Evans. No connection. Oh my goodness. Shapeshifter. I think I've said this before, but man, okay, well, first off, I don't know if I've talked about Lightyear on stream since I watched it at home with family, which was the only way I was ever going to watch it. But secondly, I would like to reiterate my stance that, man, Chris Evans as Buzz Lightyear is like the most boring possible choice you could go with. Fuck, would it be self-cess? No, it would probably be narcissism. Because that would be like saying you want to just have sex with someone who looks like you. But yeah. I love how everyone knows the Human Torch as, like, Fantastic Four hot-headed teenager, when the original one was just a robot. Like, you'd think the robot would come later, right? But no, the first Human Torch was a robot. Also, I'm going to be in a right back soon screen. Oh no. Oh no. My whole thing went away. I'll be right back. Yo ho, yo ho ho. Yo ho, yo ho ho. Sorry about that, guys. Was not feeling good for a hot second there. So, I'm much better now. Also, I got some food, so that's nice. Honestly, people, nothing does my heart good like some chicken soup than having to step away from streaming and coming back to see there are still, in fact, people here. What are you guys doing? You could have been watching, who's a streamer? Who's a streamer who isn't in the watch? And isn't Ninja? Pokimane. I thought of one. Guys, I thought of someone else who streams. Be proud of me. Be proud of me, Dad. Beba butt. Hello, Beba. Nobody is in the watch. I guess that is true. But the watch is still a community. That's why. Did y'all know I'm doing the watch for? Go to my Twitter. There's Twitter. Look below the stream. There should be a Twitter icon. Go to that. I'm doing a Pokemon tournament in Sword and Shield. Probably like the last one because, like, Scarlet and Violet comes out the month after. And those look like better games already. Low bar, but they managed to do that at least. But yeah. Pokemon competition. If you win, you get a certificate by me, signed by me, since I'm the organizer of the event, and a free sub to whoever you want. Like just on Twitch. You get a free $5 sub. Maybe next time you can be the champion. We were supposed to have a champion this time, but our champion ended up taking over as another Watch 4 member because the other one had to leave. Which, you know, respect. No drama. It is what it is. It's mostly scheduling stuff, which happens, you know. Can't always be doing these Twitch events. Some people just don't be having the time, and that's respectable. It's what it is. But I hope even more people sign up for it, because we put a lot of effort into the last one. We're putting even more effort into this one. It's real cool. I'll probably tweet something about it tomorrow. Life is difficult. For sure. It's a lot for anyone to handle at most times. So. My ballot's cold. The cold. What was the thing though? I mean, here's the thing, right? Let me try and sell y'all on this real quick. Because before you're like, I shouldn't come, I only do casual Pokemon. Let me describe it a bit more first. And then decide if you say fuck it. In which case, understandable. Have a good day. Please don't raise your voice at me. I'll cry. So it's the Watch 4. It's an Elite 4. So, you know, like Pokemon. There's an Elite 4 at the end. That's what that is. Last year, we did typical Elite 4 stuff where we each had a type. This year, we're doing colors. So, like, the theme is, like, the Pokemon have to have basically similar colors. And shiny. So, like, a shiny would now count in that category. So, for example, I'm doing green. So, I have Venusaur, but I also have shiny Scizor, which is green. And you are meant to challenge the Watch 4 with a single team of Pokemon, including one legendary or mythical, as those are different categories, but basically the same thing. And what was I just thinking of? Oh yeah. And this time we are letting people make one substitution for Pokemon. And you get to know what our Pokemon are before you challenge, but we don't get to know what your Pokemon are off the top. So if you want to come in with your like team you beat the game with and have had around, maybe if you've done some extra content, depends. You'd want them to be at least level 50. That's all you need. Then that's perfectly fine. No problem. We also lost a lot last time. So, literally, like, there is no pressure. Well, yeah, we would like even more people to sign up. So, if you like Pokemon, and if you want to hang out in a cool stream with cool people, consider it. If not, completely okay. It is not competitive Pokemon. It can be, but it's more of a let's hang out and do Pokemon. But if that doesn't do it, then I still understand. I'm just trying to paint it as this is not like a, oh my goodness, you better be min-maxing your Poké strats. You better be fucking. I am excited for Scarlet Violet. Same. I think that looks better. I think, like, people still would have complained about it if it was the first, uh, like, Pokemon Switch game. Like, if we rewound the clock and that was what came out instead of Sword and Shield. But it still looks better than Sword and Shield or RCS. So it's already doing. Oh look, free feet pics. Hey now, I'm not drawing any kind of feet that Twitch wouldn't approve of. I wouldn't draw any kind of feet that Twitch themselves wouldn't publicly endorse as feet. There's a lot of Twitch drama going on. Not like, not too long ago. Recent enough. And someone I was watching about it talked about how, like, Twitch doesn't really celebrate creators on their platform. Like, a big thing happened for one creator, and they didn't, like, mention it or do anything for it. And he was like, yeah, because they don't do it for anyone. It's like, damn. Yeah. Also, we get, I think the Terra stuff is okay. Care about TwitchCon to hear it. Also, you have to care about TwitchCon, and you had to ignore the stuff that was going bad at TwitchCon. But, like, for example, they have gyms, but also you can do more than just the gym story this time. There's multiple Pokemon adventures to go on. Some of which being, like, not the typical gym thing. It's really cool. Oswald! He was chewing on something he shouldn't be. So, really looking forward to it. I'll probably wait, like, a hot minute. Like, I'm not going to get it sight unseen. But I'm looking to get it as long as the reviews are favorable. And if they're not, I will wait until people are selling their used copies. I said that in Barry's chat one time, and he was like, Nintendo games don't go on sale. And I was like, no, but people do sell their used copies for a marked down price. And I can do that. Oh my goodness. Oswald! Don't chew on plastic. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah. A whole thing. A whole kerfuffle. I literally made a joke last night about just Twitch not being the best streaming platform. I mean, it kind of is by default. But I'm saying it's not a good one. It could be better. Again, if Mixer came along right, like if Microsoft had been like, we have a streaming platform ready to go, I wonder if anyone's ever done that, made a full product and just held it, and been like, you know what, we're gonna wait for the right time to strike. Because imagine like Microsoft getting Mixer ready and everything, and it's like, okay, it's ready, you can stream on it now, but we're not gonna release it until the time is right. And then they waited till like Twitch was really shooting themselves in the leg, and they were like, go, 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 launch it, launch, go. There won't be a better time. Everyone's looking to hop ship. We got a ship to hop to. Like about Nintendo. Yeah. See, that was what I was saying. Pig was doing his Pokemon design stream, and he had so many good ideas. And he was like, Pokemon fan game. I was like, Pig, wait. This is really good. What if we just didn't worry about Pokemon anymore? What if we just, like, there's a bunch of fucking monster fighting games that are basically just Pokemon. And everyone knows that. But if it was always just Pokemon, then it would get boring. Like, yeah, Digimon's not inspired by Pokemon, but the rest almost certainly are. Like, what if it was just like monster friends, you know? You didn't have to capture them. They just hung out with you. No pockets, only monsters. In this new age world we're living in. But I'm not about to tell Pig what to do with his ideas. Heck, if he did want to make a Pokemon fan game, I'd definitely be there for it. I'd like to help if he wanted. But I'm also not telling him to do that either, so. Cool. But yeah. I don't know. Lots of stuff. Pokemon, Twitch, internet drama. Good old internet drama. I mean, I can appreciate drama I'm not at all related to. I really don't like when, like, people I'm close to are like, well, this thing happened. Like, enough of that, and I just have to lay down for a while. I've dealt with enough of that for one lifetime. And I don't need any more of it. So, thanks, but no thanks. Brothers. I love how mine is very almost like purple. Brethren. To be fair, that specific Kerbo drawing is set in Yarnum. So, it's a bit darker there. He's not quite as bright pink. I finished Kirby Planet Robobot the other night. It was fun. Here's the thing, it was fun, but I had to play it on the 3DS. And first off, my 3DS, I guess there's a battery problem. Because, like, I basically had to leave it plugged in or it would immediately go into the dying state. And it would turn back on, but it just kept, like, turning itself off or dying. I speed ran in arts. I mean, that can be a good or bad thing. But I'm excited to see it if you'd like to post it. And, like, the Discord and stuff. I'm down either way. But what was I just saying? Post it. I'll look at it. I'll give it a look-sees. That's very good. Honestly, that's pretty good. That is a very good copper. I do like it. I like the quote. I'm tempted to just change the quote to "dig yourself a grave and shit in it," but it's just nice in general. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to change it to that. It's a good thing I kept it to myself, and now no one knows. No one knows about the dumb thing I was going to say. You love to see in character art. It is a joy for sure. I definitely should play more D&D. I need a good group though. I feel like, and this isn't like throwing shade, but no mass suggestion. This isn't throwing shade at anyone, but I feel like it has to be people I'm decently close to. Because, like, you know, that would help with, like, improv and getting able to play with it. People I mesh with real well. Which, granted, is a lot of people who hang around on Twitch, but still. A good amount of those already have their D&D groups. Also, I have plenty of activities. Honestly, are we being honest right now? Honestly. Thinking about when I'd be able to squeeze it in, and it would be squeezing it in. Maybe it is better that I don't have one just available, that I didn't have an offer, and didn't have to worry about, you know, keeping up with it, because squeezing it in. No. Bonk. Horny bonk. Have you been? We've been searching all along. What's with this group's photo? All these people look like they were drawn and designed by other people. Yes. God made man in his own image, except unfortunately there were a couple gods, and they all looked wildly different. This was not a one size fits all kind of thing. It was more of a smorgasbord of body types. And I don't mean like skinny to large. I mean like quadrupedal to hovering mind mass. Kind of toxic. I mean, oh my lord. Pig, I have immediately lost all sympathy for you after last night when Vegeta kept saying, "Wow, Pig, not in my chat." Kind of toxic. Our friend group is kind of toxic, but you want to know something? That's okay. That's okay. Cause you're cute. Honestly, I'm tired of the government not letting me commit war crimes just cause I'm cute. I should be able to do that. I should be able to get away with that. Honestly, I feel like thinking about multiple things I've talked about, I would be very much interested in doing a pirate D&D game. You know, because I feel like that inherently works differently, especially if you really take the time to care about the ship aspect of it instead of just letting that be like a location they sit at for a while. Like genuinely make it more about, you know, sailing and everything. Oh my. Jen's eyes are giving me trouble. You know what? You know what? Fuck eyes. Fuck eyes. He has glasses. Glasses are eyes. Glasses are a kind of eyes. Oh, fuck eyes. I think I came to the wrong club. I love the joke of fuck this character and like someone goes there assuming it means as in like, you know, you don't like them, but then it's just a bunch of people who would like to have sex with said character. That's a very funny bit. In my comic, it would be fuck Adel. And then a lot of people, a lot of people show up. More than probably should. If we're being real. Alex both shows up as the person who doesn't like Adel and as someone looking to join the club for its intended purpose. If Juice was here, I think that would have made their day. I don't know. I really do hope Juice isn't just into my characters for the sake of being nice to me as a friend. Because, like, you know, I'm not trying to, like, be like, oh, if Juice doesn't actually like them, I'm gonna be. No. It's more of like, you don't need to do that. Because if you do pretend to do that, I will give you updates about them given the chance. And then, I'm like, I don't need to do that if you don't like them. I'll just talk about them when I feel like it. Yeah, let's just give. I know Chen actually just wears prescription glasses, but now he has sunglasses. Yeah, that's fuck yeah. Not even Chen can tell me this isn't a good idea. Given his corgi sunglasses. Oh heck yeah. Can I don't know how to do like live 2D or whatever Chen uses to VTube. But can I learn it so that way like uh so that way I can make like sunglasses for his character? Man, I want that to work. It really doesn't. Wait, would it work at the top though? It does kind of work at the top. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm not interested. I honestly, I said this before, but I'll say it again. I am perfectly happy with what like my little avatar is like now. And I don't think I'm going to change it. It really summarizes a lot about me. I enjoy it. I think it looks great. Has a cool little effect. No notes. No notes from Cahill. Before it was kind of but now I think it's actually something. So, no need to fix what isn't broken. Heck yeah, Jaylee. I'll look forward to seeing it. If you ever, I mean, like, I got a whole Discord for arts and stuff, but I'm also sure if you're just around in the community, period, I'll see it no matter what. I'm in quite a few Discords, mostly because, trying to get around, trying to know people, trying to make connections, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. See some sights. Get out there in the digital world. Up. Let's do some hatching. Hatching is hatching can be real relaxing. If you do art and you don't hatch every now and then, give it a shot. It can be a real good time. And it's so surprising how much of it is just like not actually being mathematical about anything, but more so like really just feeling it out. I've only hatched once. Give it another go. I don't know if this part counts as hatching. I guess it does, but I'm more so trying to add some shade that looks like fur. And fur is inherently like thin lines over and over again. Now this hatching. Now this pod racing. And on without a clue, without a sign, without a crisp vignette, question to be asked, where have I been? I do love Persona 5. Persona 5, my beloved. I really wish it ended at the second to last dungeon, because I kind of wish it was that more. I mean, I guess they set up too much big stuff for it to be like, just leave it there. But still, that second to last one would have been a fantastic, just stopping point. It's like it's all come down to this. And it has. And then it's like, wait, no. It does have an important lesson to teach, though. So, respect. Respect game for actually, being like, hey, no, wait a minute. This isn't how this isn't how this goes. Not how this works. You gotta do something more than that. So. I don't know. If/when there is a Persona 6, I'll probably look into it a bit. But tell them to check Discord. Pig, check Discord. I forgot what a pig looks like. Not just my friend, but the animal. Specifically, I forgot what pigs' noses are like. That was a correct sentence, but it felt wrong. You ever say a grammatically correct thing? It's like, no, that doesn't seem right. That can't be right. I think this year... No. This year's not good. Ugh. Ooh. I might... I don't know. I said it before, but pig drawing attention to my saying of... I don't know what I was thinking. Or what was I thinking of? It's a real question. I'm not just doing it to buy my... As like as an audio tick. Even though it is. A verbal tick. It is both that and a real question. I don't know what I was thinking of. Because I am dumb. Dummy. Little pig. A little pig drawing. Oh my gosh, a pig. So cute. There's that. And then beef this up a bit. There you go. Now, I mean, he just kind of looks like the mayor from Powerpuff Girls now. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Who has a problem with mayor from Powerpuff Girls? Really? You gonna mess with him? When you really gonna mess with him while the Powerpuff Girls are around? He has them on speed dial. Fully. Me. Dang, a lot of people want to mess with the mayor for Powerpuff Girls. You're accurate at politics. Well, do you guys want to mess with Pig? You better not. I love Pig. Everyone better be very nice to Pig. In a general sense. In a general store. Up. I turned an art into a sticker. Oh, I love when that happens. I love when cool stickers are made. Up. Up. There we go. That's a nice little pig drawing. Gale server. Thank you, Copper. Little bow tie. Little tie for Mr. Pig. He's gotta have a dapper little tie. Let's give him a little button too. A little button on the tie. It almost looks like a mustache, and you know what? We'll roll with it. It can be a mustache if someone chooses for it to be. Someone wants it to be. Pig is looking on point. Yui, I love you. Yui, you are a gem. On spoink. I swear on spoink. On spoink, bro. On the Hoenn Pokemon that has to bounce or else it dies. My brother in spoink, I swear. Pig doesn't like spoink, apparently, which is rude. Incredibly rude of him, honestly. No, fuck boy. Chonk or nothing. Well, everyone loves Chonk's the new stuff. My real homies out here loving spoink. Pig's one of my best friends. I can't say anything about my real homies if Pig isn't included in the category. Like Swinub. Swinub is great. I hope Pig doesn't have a problem with Swinub. Up. Tummy. Belly button. Pig doesn't need pants. He's rich. Pig, famous 1%er. Does not need pants. And boy, here's my boy. Swinub his friend. That badonk LeChonk. My boy got some LeChonk in the back. He's got a LeChonk in his pocket, if you know what I mean. I'm incredibly lonely. It's been so long since I've known the touch of another human. I hope you're not dead, Yui. I want to hang out with you more. Right? My disguise. Guys, don't take off my mask. My disguise. Guys, don't. No. No, my disguise. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh, what are you doing here? You know, it is a shame because me drawing this staff is reminding me of Comic from Mario and by extension the Mario movie. And it's such a shame because if we're being real, a lot of the celebrities they pick to do voice acting is actually doing a good job. Like Toad is bearable and such, etc., etc. But man, Chris Pratt really just brings Chris Pratt is like bringing the class average down with him. It's honestly impressive I don't mean to talk, I know the whole internet's talking about it, so I don't mean to harp on it too much, but like my brother in Christ. You did such a bad job. You actually did such a bad job. Every other actor got worse. What if I made Shadow Mage just have like a physical backdrop shadow? It's like, and it, with this potato chip hat, this potato chips, potato chips. Yeah. I want to like, cause we all listen, and I should have tweeted about this, but Jack Black brings us all to animation, and I respect and love the man for it. But we're underselling how good Toad is, because as much as we all wanted both A, the real Mario voice actors slash B, any voice actors, period, Toad could have never had his original voice. That Mario's voice, I do believe, could have been made to work for an entire film. Toad would have killed the audience within 20 minutes of him being on screen. It was never going to happen. And Keegan Michael Peele, no, it's Key and Peele. He's Key. Key did a great job. Mr. Keegan did good work on making it like very like icon, like definitely Toad, but still like, but bearably Toad. Anyway, I still got two more in the background to do, but you want to know something? I don't want to do it on stream. We're tonight. So tiny group photo, like just the animals and also Shadow Mage, the more human-sized humans come tomorrow, and then I'll sepia tone it. I'm thinking of raiding Rena. I feel like I want to raid Rena. I'm gonna raid Rena because I don't know. Like, let me check to make sure. If someone, yeah, we're gonna do Rena. Like 4 people I'm following are streaming right now, so. I was like, is there like a whole list to consider? No, it's mostly like people, 2 people I knew of, and one of them is Rena. So, but also consider checking out Shadow Mage. We did this for him. So while we raid Rena, also consider checking out Shadow Mage Alpha if you're not already. This was a much better stream than last night, so I really appreciate it. Thanks y'all for being here. It really means a lot. I will see you. Oh my goodness! Before everyone goes, both for the raid and in general. Thursday, this coming Thursday, do you know what we're doing? I'm going to be starting Resident Evil 2. I've never played Resident Evil 2 before. I've seen stuff about it, but I decided for the spooky month of the year of sequels, we gotta do Resident Evil 2. So I really hope everyone can turn out for that. I'm very excited for it. Very excited to give it a chance. We're just gonna do Claire's playthrough, but still, really looking forward to it. See y'all later. Bye.